Alright, but I'm live. Do different here. Do I want to stab and shoot? Yeah, this character's level 52. Yeah, why not? I guess I'm no auto join. I don't think Blindside's playing today. But I don't know. He might change his mind. I don't know. He's a weirdo. He takes forever. He's a night owl. But yeah, go subscribe to him because he's like a co-streamer. We co-stream. Um, and then if you want to check out my Patreon and shit, it's free. Let's see what else is there. I got my Reddit posts and my DeviantArt. It's everywhere. For art commissions, 3D commissions. Not sure how long that's gonna be up there. I'm gonna take it down eventually, just because making more progress on my video game. Between working on my video game and my new job next week, I don't know if I'll have time for commissions unless I get enough orders to justify quitting my job. We'll see. I don't know. I'm sorting out some stuff on Godot. I have a the way you import your assets. It'd be really awesome if I could change the child node types, because when it imports it, it imports it fine correctly because that's the setting it's set for, but you don't have a lot of options. You get like 3 or 4 options. I really wish we could change what nodes a asset has before it's even in Godot. That'd be amazing. I need to look that up. It might be a thing. I could automate it with a script and just be like, alright, if it has a bone attachment node, change that to a physical bone. If it has an area body 3D, delete it, reparent. Like I could do a tool script and move stuff around, but at that point I might as well just make the collision in Godot and then just inherit the collision onto the character or the vehicle, right? So I'm probably just gonna do that. I didn't want to do it that way because it seemed so neat and tidy and nice to have everything all in one scene in Blender and then just export it. That just seems so perfect. I could still do that, but I have to make a tool script. I don't know if I want to do that or not. The tool script is just if I make it that way, it's gonna gut the fucking the asset files are gonna get gutted and ripped to pieces. It's gonna be like an upside down Mr. Potato Head. It's gonna be all over the place. It's like the structure is just gonna be completely ripped to pieces. I don't even know if it'll work after all that, because its bone attachment does have the same general properties as a physical bone. Because you want to use physical bones for physics interaction, like ragdolls. Bone attachments would just be like an attachment, so it follows the armature, the animations and stuff like that. So like I don't know, a hat or sunglasses or something like that. But a lot of the items in this game could be considered bone attachments. Maybe it depends on what their workflow is. I don't know what the workflow is. They are using Unity, so they would use the Unity's equivalent of a bone attachment. Fuck. What else was there? Yeah, the area body 3D, I don't even need that. It's like it doesn't really do anything. Because the physical bone already has collision, and the area body 3D also has collision, so it's just kind of redundant. Now you can use the bone attachment and area body 3D. That worked just fine, but I don't think you're going to get ragdoll physics. Because I think you have to use physical bones for physics. So the import settings work fine if you're not using ragdolls, because you'll have your bone attachment. Your attachments will just work. Your collision attachments will work just fine. Any other stuff that you need attached, they'll register the damage, or well, the triggers, like the collision. It'll register the collision info. Did it collide? Kind of information. Yeah, all that worked just fine. Exactly with the settings that it comes with, because it has like little shortcut text codes. So on a model in Blender, you just do like dash or the minus sign, COL or col, short for collision. So it will export the model, the mesh, the armature, and it will add a collision in exactly the same shape as the mesh itself that got exported. Now it'll be a simple. I think it's a simple shape. It's not a complex shape. If you have the option to do complex shapes, you could do dash or minus col. I think it was convex col only, or conv col only, which is like just short for convex collision only. So that one is different, and because it deletes, I think that one deletes it deletes the mesh and replaces it with collision, which is what you'd want, because the mesh itself, the character or whatever your model is, that would be separate and would not have the code on it. Because if it did, then that would be silly. You don't do that. The other option I have is to just not attach the armature, or to not attach the mesh at all, the collision in Blender. Just export it out, and then attach. I should try that, because that might actually work if it registers the changes. So if I make an inherited scene with it, and that scene has the physical bones and everything added in manually, but the collision shapes are exported, and then you hook them up, and those hookups stay hooked up, and then you go back into Blender, change what the shapes look like in Blender, and then re-export and see if it imports it correctly with the same hookups from the inherited scene. That would work. It's still, I mean, it's dumb, because it's not really automating the process very, like, because you gotta hook it up anyway. Like, man, you gotta hook up the shit manually every time. It's dumb. It kind of defeats the purpose of doing it in Blender. At that point, you might as well just do it in Godot. It just depends. Do you prefer to make it in Blender, export it and hook it up manually, or would you rather just use Godot shapes and then just hook it up there? So, I don't know. It's dumb, and I wish I had more options. The tool script does sound enticing, just because it would work. It's just convoluted, because you got to reparent shit. You wouldn't be reparenting during the startup of the game. It would be reparenting during the startup of the project, or the start of the scene. Like when you open the scene in Godot's inspector, not in the actual game. Like, so it'll be fully loaded before you even start the game. So it's not like a performance issue. It wouldn't affect the game at all because it would be outside the game. It would be in the inspector. That's what tool scripts are for. It's for automating things in the inspector. And the inspector is just a tool that you use to make the game with, not to run the game. Running the game is separate from making the game with the inspector. The inspector is like your toolkit. That's like the toolbox. It's like, I don't know what to call it. Like once you finish the game and like compile it or whatever, the tool scripts aren't even going to be used anymore. They'll just be obsolete. They have no function at that point. So that would work. It's just janky as hell because it's a lot that has to be taken into account. And if it's not properly taken into account, you could have a lot of vestigial nodes and shit. Like if you fuck up your tool script, you don't make it correctly, you could have nodes in the wrong spot that you might not notice it. You could have weird functionality that you didn't realize was happening because you changed the type and you assumed the type that you changed it to would work, but it doesn't. You reparent something, but it changes the, I don't know, maybe the bounding box of the child that it was originally parented to. So like, there's a lot of things you have to take into account when doing stuff like that. It's not hard to do that. It's just tedious because you gotta do a lot of like double checking. Did this tool script do what it was supposed to do, and the thing that you're trying to do is even feasible? So it's a bunch. It's a bunch. I've used tool scripts before. I did an automated convert. I changed the types of bones. So I think I did exactly what I just said, but on a more simpler scale. So what I did is I created, I think just the mesh and the collision. That's all I did. I exported those, and I had the tool script take that and change the bone attachment to a physical bone. And it worked, but the problem was Godot does not accept I'm pretty sure it does not accept like custom shapes for ragdoll physics. It just doesn't work that way, unfortunately. But I can't, and there's really no way to test it because it won't let me export it the way I want to export it. But yeah, if you want ragdolls and you don't want a headache, don't do what I do to try and make things neater. I'm literally just doing it for like workflow reasons. I'm not even doing it to like get work done. I'm doing it to make work easier, but I'm making it harder on myself because I'm trying to do something that might not even work. So I recommend, if you're using Godot or Unity, just make your collisions in the editor. Don't try to export a model from your 3D tool and turn it into a collision. That's going to be more work to do instead of just making it in the editor. I mean, you're gonna have to hook up shit manually. Um, in Godot's case, I'm not sure if it's better to, because it does have a create physical skeleton option, so it creates a physical skeleton of your character vehicle with all the bones with collisions. Um, but it's kind of janky, and it creates a lot of bones. And then you gotta go in and delete them all. And if you change anything, you'll have to redo that again. So if you need to re-import the character, it's not going to take that into account. Like, yeah, so you'd have to recreate the skeleton again, then you'd have to delete the bones again, and then you'd have to reattach all the shit again. It's so fucking stupid. I hate it. See, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Like if you need to fix something or update something, there's an arduous process of reattaching everything, and it's so dumb. I hate it. It's really bad. I don't like doing that. Unless it's something cool like customization. It's like, oh, let's try this one. For customization, I don't care. It's fun. It's fun to swap stuff. But if it's for like basic systems, that's not fun at all because you're going to be doing it too many fucking times. Oh shit, this fucking... What's her face? It's actually kind of dangerous. Fucking kid zombie. God, I fucking hate runners. Not playing fair with her. She can shoot and stuff, would just be annoying. Grant, I can hit her a lot with melee, but I don't feel like it right now. This is my little warm-up house. Jesus, it melted the regular zombie. They should be doing a lot of damage. I don't even know if headshots count on her. I assume they do. Because of the shoulder. But... I don't know. Kind of wasting money here. You fucking bitch, you fanned it. Those are terrible, but they're probably worth a lot. I mean, they're not bad for level 30. I'm gonna get my ammo back. I can't complain now. What do these look like? These are pretty cool looking. These look exactly the same. Oh my god. The designer, the game designer is so weird. Damn, I'm out of juice. You fucker. Alright. I guess I'll get some missions and then head towards Kona. Burns kid.
You think you can survive out there?
Incoming damage. Where's the inventory capacity? 31. It's 38. 6 chance, radiation chance. Energy needs. I want to keep that actually. I'm gonna hook this up. Ah! But yeah, the Godot project's coming along, minus my gripes about workflow issues. I finished the stage 1 particle feedback. So like when you hit the character and like something, I don't want to say blood gush because I haven't made those yet, but the particular character I'm working on, when you shoot it, like electricity comes off of it. So I got that done, and I made it modular. So there's going to be, right now it only has one slot, but I'm going to make multiple different slots for effects, depending on like different conditions, like I don't know, explosions or something. Stuff like that, and then I can manually drag them over. You know, I can put more particle effects on a given part, regardless of how many slots it has. I could have 3 slots because there's only 3 conditions that would trigger any given effect. So, what you do is you just change it through code instead of dragging and dropping. So, like under a different condition, be like, instead of it being the default that I dragged and dropped into the default selection, you can use this other one in the list instead. So like, I don't know, critical hits or something. So like it's a bigger blood gush. Stuff like that. And my favorite part is all of these scripts work for everything. Like it's transferable. It's modular, so whatever works for one works for another. Just drag and drop it. And then your particle effects are already preloaded, so you don't have to, like, for optimization reasons, I have everything preloaded. So the particle effects are there. They're just turned off. You can't see them. They turn on when they're told to turn on, and they turn off. So there's no like particle lag. Also, I don't even use a physics-based particle system. All of mine are handmade. So I make the model and I animate it, which is a lot. That is going to save a shit ton of performance. Physics-based particle systems are crazy. Also, they're hard as hell to make anything. Like, they're not intuitive. It's really confusing. I don't get it. I don't like it. Damn, 2 in a row. Where the hell? Oh, there it is. Same for the damage. The damage is pretty intuitive. It's based on location. So like your hand, arm, like limbs, torso, head, hands, feet, which makes it easier to balance, not balance, but design AoE damage, because and instead of the AoE doing just a fixed amount of damage, I can have it do a more realistic effect. Like, and it'll still do tons of damage. So like if it hits, so let's say the outer most, like the least amount of damage that the grenade would do in its outer radius. We'll just say it does, I don't know, 5 damage. And you get hit from the front, but it's below the neck. And it does, it does a hit to each of those spots. So the damage is actually controlled by the entity and not the bullet, believe it or not. So, I mean, there's other ways to do it. That's just how I'm doing it. So it's actually controlled. The damage you take is controlled. Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna get hit. Oh, so close. So when that explosion goes off, it's gonna hit everything below the neck. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 30 damage. Generally, everything has like a 100 health, so that's like 30% of your health. Bam, gone that fast. If it hit you in the head, it would do even more because it's like a lot of damage. Oh, God. I gotta heal. That's gonna kill me. Damn, he's so dangerous now. 100 meters. I'm just gonna run as fast as I can and shoot it. Fucker. Ugh. Douchebag. I don't know why those aren't stacking, but they're not. Jeez. A lot of those. What is it doing again? Oh, that's not that good.
Hi.
Okay. Wait. Oh, I thought that was Jill Supercop. Okay. Got to repair my armor, but I'm just gonna go for it. Damn, I got morphine. Yeah, I swing this sword so fast. Crazy. It's 100 meters, so it should be close. What else is there? So, oh yeah, the damage. Um, there's a slight problem with how I have it because the headshots are supposed to be lethal, so I need to make a. I need to change how headshot works. So the outer, I need to make a collision inside the head, like basically a brain collision box, and then give certain damage types um, penetration value. So if it penetrates into the brain, then it does 100 damage and just you're dead. Or maybe 50 damage. So if that happens twice, you're dead. Technically, a brain shot isn't always fatal. Um, which would make good, like, so explosives is like, bam, you're dead. Unless you don't have armor, you're just, zero armor. And you're at the freaking ground zero of any explosion that does uh, above shoulder damage, then you're dead. Like, it depends on the explosion too. Because I can make different damage values depending on the type of hit. So there's a lot of flexibility in it. Because the projectiles are looking for they're looking for specific methods, and then the method controls how that damage is applied after the hit has connected. So I can just change. I can have different methods for different types of projectiles. So it's an easy fix. Though I do like the accumulative damage effect, though. So currently, how I had it set up, every the default damage is like the minimum damage you could take from the weakest possible harming attack available. And then from there, I could just make different methods that multiply that damage depending on what hit them. I hate the terminology of methods and functions, because a method is a function and a function is a method, so that's just confusing as hell to me. Unless it's like one of those like goofy things where they mean built-in functions. So like the ready method, the process method, which I think people might refer to those as functions. So it's the ready function and the ready, because those are built in. They're tied to like the engine itself. Like you can't make your own ready function. You'd have to name it something differently. But if you don't, like, because if you don't, it's gonna run on start. If you name it ready, it's gonna run on start, no matter what you do, because it's built in. Same with process. It's gonna run every frame, unless you tie it to delta time. Then it's gonna run a little normally paced. So yeah, I never understood the difference. To me, that just confuses the shit out of me. I think maybe a method is something you can access, not necessarily freely, but you can access it from other areas and scripts. Whereas a function is only inside the script. It's like it's non-external. Is a function. I don't know what the fucking difference is. I need to look it up. I looked it up a long time ago when I was doing Unity, and I still don't. I don't remember. I don't really know what the difference is. Properties made it even more confusing, because function and property and method, these are all synonyms, because a property can be a function as well. It's really confusing. But no, property, oh my god. So a property is just like a singular data type instead of a whole ass function. I think the term method should be dealt away with. It's just, I don't know what the difference is. It confuses me. Because like you never see like the code has method, so it's checking to see if it has a method. It checks a string value of the node that you're checking for the method. That method is still a function. Well, I don't know why it doesn't. It should just say has function or function. It doesn't have this function. I mean, I feel like that's less confusing. I already searched it. I don't know, man. The method function thing confused the fuck out of me. I just ignored it. Like nobody could really. I couldn't figure out what the fuck the difference was. So I just turned my brain off. I was like, I don't even care about it. I don't even care anymore. I'm just gonna do it however I want. If I need to have the method do stuff outside the script, I will. If I don't, I don't. The only reason I make functions is to make my code more readable and easier to understand. I don't like spaghetti code. It makes me nauseous. I don't like it. I like to have a method. It's like, and it's named. It's like got a nice name, so it's like, oh, okay. So this simple little thing, like it changes how you read it. It's just wonderful. So you go like in your process where you're running every frame, and you might have like just a simple little if statement. If this is true, do this method. If not, pass and don't do anything, or maybe do a different method. And that's it. That's all there is. And then you can go to the method or the function. I think it's synonymous. And then you can see all the complexity is like broken up into different functions, and it just makes it so much easier to read. It's wonderful. I love it. If you don't do that, oh my god. Especially if you need to reuse code. That's just a nightmare. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I have this shitty Steam browser. We're gonna use the AI, see what it says. Alright, so a function is standalone, reusable code that works independently and does not need to be associated with an object or class. It just works on its own. A method is defined within a class and is associated with an object. Methods can access and modify an object state. Functions are independent. It doesn't really help me. That's not really narrow. I mean, it narrows it down a little bit, but that's still a little murky. Because you could have a hybrid of those two things. You could have a method with functions in it. But I kind of get it. So like a timer function with like a bunch of little cool, neat, I don't know, additional like I don't want to say counters, but we'll go with counters. So it's like a regular timer. It has a timeout and it does like other stuff on its own. That would be, according to that definition just looked up, that'd be a function because it's a timer. It works independently. And it just times. That's all it does. It just times out. It might tick up. It might have like a track of ticks, like a bunch of variables that it ticks up or down. But that's all it does. Works independently. You can copy and paste it, move it anywhere you want. It's just a timer tick counter. That would be a function. A method would be something that interacts with another object. which I feel like most your functions would be that. Like, I mean, actually, that fucking timer I just spoke of interacts with a timer object, which would make it a method, technically. So I guess, I don't know if that counts or not. I don't think it does anymore, because it interacts with a timer object. I don't know anymore. Fuck. Jesus. I don't even know, like, if a, yeah, I don't know, man. Holy crap. I'm having a difficult time thinking of a function that doesn't interact with an object. I can't think of any. All my functions interact with an object. On some level, either indirectly or directly. Because I was going to say maybe like a stat, like a mathematical function that calculates your stats depending on certain variables. But that would be interacting with other objects that have stats. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm gonna have to make a function that doesn't interact. Like it has to be something that you can. It has to run. It has to be independent. So maybe debug. Yeah, I guess debug. Because yeah, I think that counts. Just because I mean it interacts with objects, but it doesn't care what object it interacts with. So I guess that counts. Because it'll run independently, even if there's no objects. It'll return a null, like there's nothing there. So the debug will run on its own independently without an object. So I guess that counts. A debug function. Fuck it. I can't think of anything. This is crazy. I literally can't think of anything right now. Also, I need to poop and I'm playing a game. That's probably why. I've been pooping all day. It's gross. Uh, ah. Oh, yeah, you have to go boss. It's a little tricky. Especially if you've got. Ah, fuck. I think it was her that hit me, because he hits way harder. And worms. Oof, that was close. That was hurt. What, his arrow? Dang. I don't want to use painkillers, I want to use antibiotics. Oh. It's a miracle he hasn't hit me. Wow, that time he hit me. That was a big chunk of my armor. I can't tell. I'm getting hit by so many worms. It's hard to. Ow, that was definitely a hit. Oh, now you use the antibiotics? Oh, come on. You're stupid. Why is he not dead yet? I mean the tentacle, not the boss. Die! Why is that tentacle zombie so strong? I do so much melee damage. Oh crap. There you go. This cost me like almost 3K to fight this guy. Yeah. Ah, fucking Christ on a stick. Oh, alright. I am sick and tired of seeing that fucking item. Really? That's not worth it. I made like a third of my money back from that. Alright. I think this mission might be done. Hey, give me a... These fucking pinnacle zombies got too much fucking health. Jesus. Hello, mister. I think I beat it, but I'm not sure. I did not. Find the formula milk. Oh my god, the lightning is so annoying. Give me a fucking seizure, Jesus. Fucking worm. Yeah, those die in 2 hits. One hit, I bet it would have died with 1 hit if I hit him. But I did not. I hit him. Need more melee damage. 6% 3, what kind of ammo type is 12 gauge? 20 gauge. Yeah. Kind of hoping that was a human remains quest, because at least that you're guaranteed to get like some money from that. Oh, look, it's 20 bucks. I'll finish this room and get the hell out of here. Nice. It makes up for the one I lost, or wasted, I guess. Oh, I did it already. That was fast. Autopilot. Oh, champagne. Not most of my rooms. Ammo. I guess I'll work out and leave it out. Got melee, so I don't have to worry too much. I feel like melee makes Comer a little easier. Slice through the mobs. It depends on the bosses. It should be just fast enough. So we'll see. I beat a Titan in there. That was a lower level back then. But I'm pretty sure I was using speed boosted gear. I don't think I was doing it with this gear. I could be wrong, I don't remember. Loot here kind of sucks. Hmm. Seems like it's always two hallways. Bosses. That's good. I got a lot of armor, but that doesn't mean I should be reckless. It's actually pretty dangerous here. I just need to ignore auras. Like, they hurt, but it's not worth trying to... Like, the damage they do is not worth... What's the puzzle rooms? That means there's no boss. I got a safe room already. That's nice. That makes this a little easier. I can hold my ground here. Fuck. What was this? 2, 3, 2, 3. You know why I was just fucking around. Pistol prop is fine. Probably. This is kind of doable. Not easy, that's sure. Fucking tentacle bitch. Now I can do something. Painkiller jam. You don't have to worry about Mr. S word. I'm not using a gun because it's just gonna make a bunch of noise, and that's gonna get me killed. Just don't look at him. Hit him in his knees. And I go and look. Headshot. 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 Hopefully get like an upgrade that boosts my speed. That's what I really need. More stamina or something. That's my biggest downside. I guess my damage is pretty bad, but I do have an auto shotgun, so could be worse. Because he had double health, which is crazy. This is how I used to do it back in DF1 days. I would just knife the bosses to death. It was the only efficient way to do it if you didn't want to waste all your ammo. Ammo was precious back then. Unless you cheated and did the, bought it. Like, credits. If a runner comes in here, I'm so fucked. They could get me killed. That's why I'm not shooting. I don't want to alert anybody. I'm shanking this bitch. I'm taking my freebie. Well, I guess it's not really a freebie. I almost died. Simple. Yeah. Nice. Wow, that's what. Alright, so we got a battle room, and we'll go. Wait, I thought this was a fucking safe room. What the hell? Man, I don't fucking care. Because the MMO. Is it because I solved the puzzle? At least if you solve a puzzle, it's not a safe room. Man, kid. You can get good loot here, but it's rare. Battle room, you got the unlocked key room, which is also a battle. I don't see any bosses. Jesus. Here. Whoa, that would have killed me. That totally would have killed me. God damn, it hurt. Alright. Man, this thing shoots fast. Jesus! That would have killed me. Need to tend to my wounds. That sneaky bitch in the back, man. Look at that. Oof. I can use that. Fuck it. Armor is busted. But we did pick this up, so I'll go ahead and use that. It's better than no armor. I do have this jacket if I need it. BP care kit would be nice. Okay, what is the fuck? 2 father items and 1? You little shit. I didn't even hear it. This is why you're not allowed to read. It was here in Pearlhaven that I spotted you at last. When I saw you, I knew it was as if you had been born into this world wrong. I sensed that you have once been a member of my flock, but by the time I found you, you were indistinguishable from the masses that haunt the streets of this place. Still, I could see you for what you could be. You were a fine marble that had yet to be chiseled. I could make you into something better, the first of a new breed. You were reborn of my flesh and blood. It took many months of labor, but it was worth it. And the work was complete at last. The rabble calls you a stalker. I call you by your name. You are Adam. So named for the first of many yet to come. Your brothers will be loved. Yes, but you are first among them, my son. You will always be my greatest creation. What the fuck? Yeah. Ah, I'm dying. Hate it. Fucking lightning. Hate it. Turn that shit off. Beds. Oh, light. You can just turn it on. Whoa, what happened to the lights? Turn the lights back on. Oh, I turned the light. Oh, I missed. I don't know how to read. I thought it said lightning, not lighting. I can't see shit. I don't different ring. Oh, that's better. Oh, they got rid of the lightning. I don't even have an eye condition. They're fucking bothers me. Yeah, his armor broke already. Now let's get to mist. That's the hallway. So I just gotta do the loot room. I need to switch to this jacket. And I need to heal. I probably should use the bandage. I'll just use it later. This pistol's pretty good. Yeah, it still has the lightning. It's like old school diff now. Still. I'm dying shit. I hear a worm. You could stealth the worm. I didn't know you did it. Yeah, that's worth it. I kind of made my money back. Sort of. Not really. I gotta repair my room. Okay. It's not really helpful though. I don't get any inventory for it. He's got better armor, but I can't carry anything else. If I put that on, I lose 20% inventory. Fucking tentacle zombies. They just touch you and you die. Alright, we'll keep the jacket. That's kind of helpful. 22. 18, so that's an extra 4%. Keep the jacket. It's actually not bad. It's not, the inventory on it sucks, but it's better than no armor. That's terrible. Screw it. So next thing. No, my gun was worth a lot. Damn. Yeah, armor. Oh, that's not too bad. I made a profit. Okay, get more antibiotics, bandages, and painkillers. Shit! I consumed it. I hate that. It's so dumb. Pretty sure I don't get anything. Did the outpost fall? Probably. I've been streaming. I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Holy crap. Wow, come on, game. Fucking load, Jesus. Alright, well, I'm going to restart. Well, that was dumb. I guess we'll just end it there. It's almost 2 hours. Fuck it. Bye, everybody.